Many years ago, I found myself in the chicken wing capital of the universe, Buffalo, New York. It was the day before Halloween, and as I passed by a liquor store, I noticed a sign stating the following: "Warning, for your protection and ours, do not wear a mask in this store." Now, I laughed and shuddered at the same time. I mean, just the thought of some hapless trick-or-treater waltzing into a liquor store donning a monster mask, only to be greeted by the welcoming committee of Smith & Wesson, well, that's just so perversely amusing. But that was then and this is now, because apparently merchants can no longer protect themselves from those wearing face masks. After all, embracing such a security policy might get in the way of accommodating some adherents to a certain religion of peace. Now, the latest supposed slight against Islam emanates from the American heartland of Gary, Indiana. That's where Sarah Safi entered the local Family Dollar store fully concealed in her niqab. An employee who identified herself as the manager ordered Safi to leave the store because Safi refused to remove her niqab and reveal her face. Now, the reason for the no disguise rule is valid. It posed a security risk given that this store is in a high crime area. But Safi insisted the niqab was a religious garment and she had a right to wear it. The manager held her ground, unveil or leave the store, and so that's what Safi did. She left. Now, I think we have a clip of Safi in action. Oops, sorry about that. Here's the correct clip from ABC News.
I told her that this country is a country of freedom of religion and freedom of speech, and I have a right to wear whatever I want.
The Family Dollar employee told Safi if she didn't get out of the store, she would call the police.
I'm just really saddened. You know, I was born here, raised here all my life, and I've never been to an establishment and been treated like this.
Now, if you check out most of the media coverage of this case, the ejection of Sarah Safi is being played up as though it's Indiana's day of infamy. Yet not a single journalist asks the obvious question. If the clerk cannot see your face, how does she know who you are? After all, when you wear a mask, video surveillance is useless. This nonsense has happened in Canada too. As documented in this space several months ago, Ryan Vail, the owner of Edmonton Shoe Repair at Northgate Centre Mall, became the focus of news stories that went viral after he refused to serve 19-year-old Sari Galab. Like Safi, Galab was wearing the full Islamic beekeeper regalia when she entered Vail's store. But Vail's store has a no face mask policy, regardless of race or religion. But like the dollar store, Vail soon found himself up against a horde of politically correct soldiers enlisted in the media party, and he had to contend with the usual squeaky wheels on social media who were outraged by his alleged bigotry. With all this pressure, Vail issued an apology to Galab, saying he didn't mean to hurt her feelings. But he added the following, quote, "If a lot of people started wearing full mask burqas in the store and shopping around, I would definitely feel uneasy from a safety and security point of view," end quote. And you know what? He's right, folks. I'd feel uneasy. I think a lot of people would. And FYI, do a Google search regarding men wearing burqas carrying out criminal activity, from jewelry store heists to acts of terrorism. There have been several incidents the world over documenting this. And how's this for a concept? Why can't reasonable accommodation be a two-way street? If a veiled Muslim goes to a shop that forbids a face mask, is it too much to ask that she remove that face mask until the transaction is completed? What Vail and the manager of the Family Dollar store did was the right thing. They were trying to ensure a secure environment for their customers. It is Safi and Galab who are in the wrong here for trying to force merchants in the West to accept a perverted and misogynistic interpretation of their religion. After all, even Muslim scholars will tell you there's absolutely no requirement in the Quran for Muslim women to dress up like ninjas. How profoundly sad to see the good guys getting crucified yet again on the altar of political correctness, while those who are the most intolerant are championed. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.